Are you living in a toxic soup? You know how it seems like everywhere we look around today, we hear somebody talking about the number of chemicals in our water, in the food that we eat, our environment, the soil, our home care products, our personal care products. On today's video, you're going to learn how to assess your environment, and I'm going to give you 3 simple hacks that you can start today to reduce the toxins in your home, your environment, on your skin, and in your life. From no cost to low cost, simple, not complicated, and not designed to overwhelm you. Now be sure to visit lowertoxiclife.com and get the PDF with these 3 simple hacks. Look around your home. What food is in your kitchen? Is it food that's designed to nourish and feed your body? Or is it food that's going to create internal inflammation, disease, even while it tastes oh so good and is marketed to you as healthy? What products are you using on your face, skin, and hair? Do you know how many chemicals are in these products? Do you know the toxicity levels of many of them? Can you even pronounce the ingredients? How many of these are from nature or made in a lab? And how about your cleaning products? Plastic water bottles that often end up looking like this, the receipts printed on thermal paper, the medications that we take, and even the plastics that we store food and other items in. All of these contain levels of toxics that ultimately begin to invade our bodies and our environment. Even our work environment, relationships, and our thoughts can be toxic. And I know even as you're listening to this, your eyes might be rolling backwards in your head as you're thinking, wow, this sounds super complicated and overwhelming. Where do I start? Or maybe even, what's the use? Those are great questions, and I intend to answer every one of them and more on this channel. Be sure to download my guide at lowertoxiclife.com so that you can begin slowly incorporating these slight shifts and habit changes into your life. So tip number 1, let's talk about diet and nutrition and healthy foods that you can begin to incorporate in to lower the toxic load internally. Food toxins create a mess of troubles even when we can't see them. You may be eating foods that are toxic to your internal systems, to your digestive tract, and you're not even aware of it. 3 bad boys to be aware of are sugar and ultra-processed foods, as well as artificial sweeteners. And a lot of times, those sugars are hidden in the foods that we think are healthy. Oh, there are potentially more, including gluten, dairy, high fructose corn syrup, seed oils, and more, and we will get to those. For now, though, just pick one food to begin to eliminate. Maybe it's your morning yogurt. Just begin to be aware and pick one thing to eliminate in your diet and nutrition area. Be aware of these and cut these out of your daily routine, remove them from your shopping list, and don't even go down that aisle if at all avoidable in the grocery store. Now, in my guide over at lowertoxiclife.com, I'm going to include some simple swaps for the sugars and highly processed foods that you're used to eating. Your next step is to go into your shower and bathroom and take a look at the personal care products that you use every single morning. Take an inventory of these and begin to look at these and think, how many of these are truly effective and needed in my life? And how many contain chemicals that are absolutely ingesting into my body through my skin and causing damage? Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and even though we're not often aware of it, it's ingesting so much through the products that we put on it. One simple swap that I found was coconut oil. I've managed to replace so many of the personal care products that I use with coconut oil. It's a great moisturizer. Do you know that it also has sunscreen capabilities that are natural? I use it as a makeup remover. I use it as a hair conditioner. There are so many different uses just for coconut oil. And in my guide over at lowertoxiclife.com, I share some simple uses with you to remind you of all the ways that coconut oil can enrich your body, your skin, and your life. Now, before I share tip number 3, I have a question for you. Do you have a comment or a special tip to share? be sure to leave it below in the comments so that you can help educate not only me, but the rest of the viewers who are out there. Because I'll bet if you're here and you're paying attention, you have some thoughts and ideas. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, wink, wink, like all the smart people do. All right, tip number 3 is cleaning products in your home. Now, I want you to think about when you get out your products to clean. How often do you find that acidic odor gets up into your nose and kind of burns, or you feel it in your eyes? That is your body talking to you and saying, run and hide. This is dangerous. So again, what chemicals are in those, and how many of those are necessary to really clean your home? We have cleaners, we have sanitizers, and we have antibacterial products. And quite often we go overkill in using those. Now here's some simple swaps that I'll be sharing. Apple cider vinegar, Dr. Bronner's, which is a substitute for everything. Be sure to watch my video on that. But I'm going to share again with you how you can really cut down the cost of the products that you're using in your home, lower the toxicity level, and really have a clean, fresh, bug-free, bacteria-free home. And again, over at lowertoxiclife.com, you can grab that guide, and I'm going to have some cleaning items, some actual do-it-yourself homemade cleaning recipes of products that you can make and store and make it super simple to keep your home spotless, shining, smelling great. So just start today with these 3 simple hacks. A confused mind always says no. So my goal is to help you create small habit shifts that you can incorporate easily in a day, in a week, in a month, and a year. And over the course of 365 days, you're going to experience amazing shifts in your health, your wellness, your brain, and your longevity and functionality. Most people never create the change they want because they try to take on too much too quickly. On these videos, we're going to go in depth into all of these different areas, from diet and nutrition, the food that we eat, the personal care products that we use, our home cleaning products, our environment, our relationships, and more. Leave your best tips in the comments below, and be sure that you watch the next video that is going to be step number 2. I'm Jackie Elmer, lowertoxiclife.com.